First lesson, hardest lesson. Here it is. Our character. Drawn simply yet carrying all the meanings of humanity. Look at it closely. Broken, as if the whole world stood upon it. Then came the rope. Restraints. Could be a past failure, a toxic relationship, an unknown fear. Something tying it to the abyss. And here is the siege, a red circle of doubt, of what people say, of the thought I can't, surrounding it, making it an easy target for despair. And finally, drowning, the feeling of being suffocated under the weight of responsibilities, postponed dreams, unending pressures. Do you know this scene? Have you lived this moment? Because what happens next is what makes the difference between an ordinary life and an everlasting legend. And in the silence of despair, a whisper begins. From within the greatness, the two pieces of the stick move, not by magic, but by a decision. A silent decision that says, I will piece myself back together. The hands wrap around the rope, pull. Every muscle in this simple body screams, enough. This is not just pulling. This is a declaration of war on everything that binds you. And the foot moves, one step, towards the red edge, not recklessly, but with confidence. Confidence stemming from knowing that the limits of fear are an illusion. And in the depths, the first push. Arm strokes resist the current, swimming against the tide. Not because swimming is easy, but because the desire to breathe is stronger. And this is the pivotal moment, the moment of choosing to rise no matter the cost. And so the journey begins. Not with a leap, but with a step that may be small, but it is the most important step, the step of starting. The road is long, the horizon far. Walk, and you will encounter mountains, high, arduous. Climb, not because you know what's at the summit, but because you refuse to stay in the valley. Challenge doesn't create heroes, it reveals them. And you will fall. Yes, you will fall. You will lose your balance. The fall will hurt. But look, the head is held high. This is not a fall of defeat. This is a resisting fall. Getting up after it will be stronger. And on your way, collect stones. Each stone represents a day's patience, an hour's sacrifice, a moment's will. You will collect them one after another, and with them, you will build not just a road, but an impenetrable fortress called your new self. Silence. Listen carefully. This voice, this enemy that resides within you, whispering in the dark. Who are you? You won't succeed. Withdraw. It is your fear disguised as the voice of reason. And the whisper turns into a black cloud of impossible, weakness, and despair, trying to suffocate the light before it emerges. This is the real battle, the battle for control of your mind. And now, stop. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. A deep breath. This is your secret weapon. In this silence, the world's noise dies and you begin to hear the voice of your true strength. And now, open them, erupt. Let this beam of light emerge from the core of your will to burn every whisper, to scatter every cloud. You are not your frightening thoughts. You are the one who chooses which thoughts stay, and you chose the light. And look around you. You were never alone. This hand extended to lift you is not mere coincidence. It is the hand of everyone who saw a light in you that you haven't seen yet. Allow yourself to be lifted. Together, we form a chain. Every link is strength, every connection is hope. When hands intertwine, there is no pit too deep to escape, no peak too high to reach. Strength is not in a single individual, but in the connection between them. And this flame is no ordinary fire. This is the flame of faith, faith from those who preceded you, and your faith in those who will come after you, passed hand to hand. It does not extinguish. It only shines brighter the more it passes from a pure heart to an aspiring heart. And the destination is one light we carry in our hearts. We may come from different paths, but we head towards one dream, to live to our fullest potential. Alone you may be fast, but together, We reach the unreachable. And now, it's time for the real building. A fragile body cannot carry great dreams. Listen to this flow. It's the pulse of your heart, and it has decided to beat today with a strength it never has before. Feel these muscles. Every exercise, every challenge, every moment of weakness you resist is a brick in your wall of resilience. You don't train just for a stronger body, but for an unbreakable will. Nourish this mind. Every book you read is a weapon you add to your arsenal of wisdom. Every idea you learn is a map to a field you haven't yet discovered. Knowledge is not a luxury, it is your sword in life's battle. And purify your soul. In the silence of meditation, noise dies and vision is born. True strength does not come from the outside. It springs from your inner peace. And as you build a stronger heart, a tougher body, a smarter mind, a purer spirit, go with all you have. This first barrier, a thin sheet of fear. Don't hesitate. Break through it. To learn that 90% of what you fear is mere illusions. The blow will come from failure, from criticism, from circumstances. Receive it. Let it learn that your face does not know retreat. Resilience isn't about not feeling pain. It's about continuing despite the pain. This huge wall seems solid, but start tapping. The small hammer of your will. Tap, tap, tap. With every tap you say, I'm not finished, I won't stop, you will fall. And here is the first crack, then the second, then the great collapse. The wall has fallen. It didn't fall by one fleeting force, but by unrelenting persistence. Remember, the strongest force in the universe is not the explosion, but sustained pressure. Stop for a moment and look. Close your physical eyes and open your insightful ones. What do you see? Don't be afraid of the big dream. Visualize it. See it in minute detail. This mental image is not imagination. It is your promise to yourself. It is the map that will guide all your coming steps. When you see the goal clearly, the path becomes clear. And the most important question, why? Write your answer with fire on the wall of your soul. Why do I climb? Because there is someone who needs to see me at the top. Because the child inside me believes I am a hero. Because the world needs the unique gift of my existence. And when the why is as strong as a hurricane, the how becomes mere details. Don't be afraid of the big dream. Be afraid only of living a small life unworthy of your capabilities. And this is the moment. The moment when sweat turns into jewels, pain into wisdom, doubt into certainty of iron. You stand here, your foot on the summit, your chest raised, your eyes meeting the sky. Look around you. The sun's rays embrace you, as if the whole universe is applauding you. You have arrived. Now turn around. Look at the road you came from. Every turn taught you a lesson. Every pit ignited your courage. Every mountain refined your will. Every break, every fall, every moment of despair was necessary. They were the fuel that ignited the fire of your resolve. You didn't arrive because the road was easy. You arrived because you were stronger than every difficulty in it. Hear your inner voice shout, I did it. I proved that impossible is just an opinion. Do you think this is the end? No, this is the real beginning. Glory is not a station you rest at. Glory is a direction you walk in all your life. Look, there is someone who needs your flame. Pass it on. Don't be a candle that burns alone. Be a sun that illuminates for everyone. True greatness is not in what you achieve for yourself, but in what you help others achieve. Then look at the horizon. See? A higher peak awaits your challenge. There is no final peak in the lives of the great, only new heights they aspire to. You have proven you can, and now you must prove you can persist. Polish your shoes, tighten your belt, refine your spirit. One battle has ended for a greater one to begin. And now, step away from this screen and carry this energy with you. Go and make your day a work of art. Go and make your life a legend to be told. Go because you deserve it.